Hi everybody, it's Daniel again. Just wanted to do a review of my other PRS Santana SE. This is the Santana PRS Santana Singlecut SE. It's an Egyptian gold, or I think they call it the Santana Singlecut Trem SE. So I just got this week. I bought it used on eBay. I think I bought it with I got it via PayPal. I selected a 12-month payoff plan. I think it ended up being around $720, maybe $740, with tax and shipping and stuff. As you can tell, I don't know if you can tell, but there are some upgrades to it. I'll kind of get those out of the way. So the original owner swapped out the black plastics with these cream pick guard or pickup rings. I actually like them a little bit better. One thing it took me a little while to notice, this one is missing the screw because, and I looked down and was wondering if maybe it fell out. It skips over the hole. It doesn't quite make the hole. So the guy, instead of putting a new hole into the guitar, just left this one. You can look through it. If you got in real close and look down it, you can see just a smidge of the original hole. So, and then he also put on these locking tuners. I'm not sure what brand they are, but they work. There's nothing wrong with them. Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He's the eBay seller actually did a really good job of it. My primary concern was if he had, if when I got it, the guitar's headstock was going to be like cracked, or if I did this, like wiggled the headstock, if I start seeing a big like tear or gap in it. No, there's no damage to the guitar. When I received it, as I was checking it fastidiously, I don't think there's even so much as a ding or a scratch. Still had the plastics on it. It was exactly as he had listed it. It didn't even look like it really even been touched more than once or twice, maybe. So, thank you very much. This is a great guitar. And I'll just kind of go over, well, real quick. I did make one little adjustment. He put on these gold speed knobs. I took them off, and I took these. So these are the original Gibson gold bell knobs that came on my Les Paul Standard 50s. I took them off the 50s, put them on the other Santana model, and then because of the gold guitar, I decided to see what these would be like on this guitar, and it's just perfect. So these are my little Gibson gold bell knobs for my Les Paul Standard 50s, and I think they look very nice on here, so I'll keep them on here. Just kind of go over the specs. This is the same scale neck as what's on the regular Santana SE. It's got the 25 or 24 frets. Sorry, I think it's about 25.5-inch scale. Scale length, it just plays very, very nice. The trem just gives you that nice, sweet little warble. So one thing I did want to go ahead and clarify is, so one of the reasons I bought this guitar, and I listened to a bunch of demos, is they were really pushing these TCI pickups, the TCI S pickups, as they call them. And upon looking at it on some forums and kind of exploring it a little bit, I'm going to tell you what these are. These are basically the Santana S pickups, the same ones that are on the double cutaway, the regular Santana SE, but they are TCI tuned, or basically recalibrated is what they are. TCI pickups are just recalibrated pickups. On some of the other SE models, that might just mean that they're the same 8515S pickups, just recalibrated. These are the Santana S pickups recalibrated. So they're nothing really special. The only difference I've heard between these and the stock pickups that were in my Santana is I noticed when you distort it a little bit more, there is a little bit more mid range in these pickups. But overall, there's not a lot that's different. For the Santana guitars, I mean, I love everything about them. I'm loving the 24 frets, the scale length. I'm loving every aspect of the Santana guitars. I have to admit, I kind of talked about this in the last video. I think the weak point are the stock pickups for the Santana guitars. I found that with actually a lot of the signature guitars. The Tremonti standard pickups tend to be a little meh, and a couple other ones that I played or heard, seen review videos, they were a little meh. Ironically, though, someone like the standard 24s or the standard 22 and the standard custom, the custom 24, of which I'm just talking about the SE line, the student edition export line. I'm really liking the 8515 and the 5815S pickups. So, if I were a person at PRS, I would be kind of putting more of the 8515 and 5815 pickups into the more of the SE line, like some of the signatures, etc. So that's just my 2 cents. Having said that, this guitar I noticed is a little bit heavier than the other one. Not much. This is not Les Paul weight. This is still lighter than my Les Paul. This might be more on the average of my SG, so it might be maybe more like 8 pounds versus the other Santana, which felt more around the 7 range. So it might add a pound, half a pound more. And I think it's because this is a mahogany guitar. I'm not sure if it's a 1-piece, if it's a 2-piece, but it could very well just be a solid mahogany body, and that might just be why it's a little bit heavier. Just really quick, my rationale for getting this, obviously, 1, it's a Santana. 2, it's a PRS, which I'm getting more and more into. 3, one thing I've always wanted was a Singlecut. I've been eyeballing other Singlecuts in my local store, Eldorado Hills Music, that stocks these. So I was finally able to get this, and the price was almost just too good not to just go for it. And basically, I just offered the guy a deal for it, and he accepted it graciously, and it's in perfect condition. I love this guitar. What I've already done is I've ordered from another person on eBay is the McCarty, original McCarty bass and treble pickups that already have gold covers on them. So soon enough, once those come, hopefully next week, hopefully I'll be able to drop this off with my tech, and over at Nicholson's, they can install the pickups. Oh yeah, just like the other Santana, just FYI, this is going to have 9s. But again, with the wide thick neck, or the wide fat neck, it's harder to notice. Having said that, I'll still have this reset up with 10s. So anyway, the main selling point, it's a Singlecut. It's my first Singlecut. It's a Santana guitar. It's gold, and I did want to check these pickups. So while I'll be swapping out the pickups, and let me be very clear, there's nothing wrong per se with these pickups. They are not bad pickups. Just to my ear, they're not quite what I'm looking for. Maybe you'll hear them and you'll be like, oh, those sound perfectly fine. Then at that point, I would suggest going out and buying one of these from your local shop, from Sweetwater, or wherever else you go, Guitar Center, Musician's Friend, whatever. And it's a really nice guitar, real comfortable guitar. Again, being a Les Paul player, I like that it's not as heavy, and I am honestly more of a Singlecut I have a single cut preference, so I like this. So let me just run some tones for you. This is the neck pickup, just on clean. And as I'm listening to it, it seems like it's a little more compression in the pickups, a little more tighter, like I said, a little more mid-range. And of course, when I say that, I'm comparing that to the stock pickups that were in my other PRS. Here's the middle. Bridge. Now let's put a little bit of distortion or gain on here. Again, using my little Centaur copy, my little Chinese Centaur clone. Same settings, gain dimed all the way up, treble about halfway, and output at about 11 o'clock. So go to the neck pickup. That's the neck pickup. Here's the middle, both pickups. Bridge. To me, the bridge pickup, which should be harder, to me it just sounds a little too hot. That's it. The neck is definitely a usable sound. Like, it's giving me that cream Clapton woman tone, or the Santana kind of tone that he uses. But even with that little bit of bass, you just hear a little bit of that crispiness factor in. I don't know if it's the all mahogany guitar or what, but like I said, even compared to the original Santana pickups, it kind of retains that sizzle, where I need a little bit more of the... I need a little bit more of that. So, my end verdict, I think new, these sell, I think when I looked at them online, I think they sell around $850, I think. $850 new. Again, I got mine on eBay. So if you go on eBay or Reverb, and you can find, there's a lot of them. They're hitting around the 6-7 mark. I mean, you'll get ones that are selling new for $850, but you might be able to pull one off that might get around 7 or 5 or 6. I think there's one that they have on Reverb that's around 6, and it's got a little ding there. And similarly, there's another one that's 6. It's got a little ding there. If you don't mind those, but you want a stock guitar, you want one of these, I'd say go for it. My end verdict, just like with the other Santana, is I don't think I could recommend these guitars highly enough. Like me personally, I'm a modder, so even my 50s Les Paul Standard, or Les Paul Standard 50s, I add the Bigsby and all that stuff. My SG Platinum, I modded the hell out of that one. So, I mean, like, if I had to do it all over again, even with these pickups, I would absolutely do it. Maybe just stick in some 8515S pickups, or, like I said, if you can find some of the old original PRS guitar pickups, like McCarty's, or the hollow body arch top, the original hollow body arch top pickups, and want to put them in, I'd say go for it. So, thank you for listening. I hope you found this useful. Once I get the new pickups in it, I'll probably make a new video. So, and I'll show you kind of the new tone. If it's, and I'll give you my verdict, my thought on it, with the McCarty pickups in it. So, with that, thank you for watching. Feel free to leave any questions or comments down in the comment section, and thank you for watching.